Big guy here. Quick video. It amazes me how many men feel ashamed for seeking help for their mental health. And, there's a big, huge stigma. Men are supposed to not have emotions. They're supposed to, not even really get depressed, I guess. Not, feel anxiety. And I think the answer to a lot of that stems from, a lot of men not knowing what true masculinity is. And to be honest, we're probably about 3 generations removed from when men, were really taught what it was to be a man, or when they had older men who were truly, wise and experienced that could help them through it. It's actually quite natural to seek advice from more experienced guys. I mean, today we call them therapists. By the way, if you're a guy, don't go to a female therapist. It's highly improbable that a woman knows what a man's going through. I mean, she can study all day long, but I doubt she can comprehend it. Try to find your older male therapist. But anyways, that's a different point. Think about back in the day when a guy needed advice on something. He needed to talk about things. There were the church leaders he can go to. There were the village elders. I mean, there was usually the father who was the maybe not such father. I think more appropriate thing is the patriarch of the family, the guy that led the family. Those guys were very experienced, very wise, and when men had questions about things, it's like, hey, I understand how you're feeling. I've been through it. This is what I did. This is what you should do. And in society, we don't have that. Men are probably more isolated than ever, even though we're more connected than ever. It's kind of a tragedy and something that needs to change. There's a lot of men out there that, feel like they're lost, feel isolated, feel alone, and they don't really have anyone to turn to. Church leaders aren't what they used to be. There are very few wise, experienced men out there to turn to. There's few, great men that guys can just naturally approach. I mean, there's just seems like society's actively trying to get rid of that. It's a tragedy. But I'm here to tell you, fellas, if you're feeling down, you feel like you have some mental health issues, there's no shame in getting help for it, man. I mean, I experienced it, and I read a lot of books. I didn't really have anybody to talk to. When I went through my stuff, I read a lot of books on philosophy, on life, on a lot of stuff. I mean, I watch, the guys preach YouTube videos, kind of like what I'm trying to do, because I know this help people, and hopefully, what I'm doing helps somebody out too, because some of this stuff helped me out. So there's a favorite Bible verse of mine, Matthew 7:7. Ask, you'll find. Ask, he'll answer. Seek, you will find. Knock, it'll open. So I'm a firm believer in that. If you are having mental health issues, but if you seek out help, you actually, seek it out and go through various different resources. I mean, don't just expect to go to a therapist and therapist solve all your problems. You got to actively work for it. I mean, you got to figure out what in your lifestyle is making you feel bad, what you're lacking in your lifestyle, what you need to make you feel better. And you got to try different things until you figure out what you do need, and, then go after it. And it won't be an overnight thing, but I'm trying not to ramble. It's supposed to be a quick video. Do not feel ashamed for seeking out help for your mental health. Your mental health as a man is incredibly important. And that's just kind of what I'm trying to stress today. If you're feeling down, don't be afraid to go talk to somebody. I highly recommend finding a more experienced man that's been through it and understands it. They'll probably help you out more than any therapist ever could. That's my advice for today. Big guy out.